the site list, I'll create all site and mention 50, 60 and 70. Apart from that, I will need a VPN list wherein I will create VPN 1 and VPN 2. These are the sites that I will need. So let's go ahead and create the required lists. Go to my vManage. Let's go to custom options list. Here I will create a site list, new site list, all sites 50, 60 and 70. Click on add. Apart from that, I'll go to VPN and create a new VPN list, VPN 1, and give the number as 1. After that, I'll create another VPN list, give name as VPN 2, and the VPN number will be 2. So click on add. Once this is done, I will go ahead and start creating the topology. Click on add topology, custom control, and give the name as route leaking. In sequence type 1, I'll create route, and in sequence 1, I will match the action as VPN 1. Okay, I'm calling VPN 1 in my match action. My actions will be accept, and here we see that option is export to. I'll make use of this option. And now it is asking in which VPN list do you want to export this VPN 1. I will select as VPN 2, save match action. So now what we have did here is we have exported VPN 1 to VPN 2, but then we also want to export VPN 2 to VPN 1, right? So in that case, I will create one more sequence rule wherein I will call VPN list 2 in the match, and the actions will be accept. I will be exporting it to VPN 1, save match action. Apart from this, I want all the topology, all the routes to function as it is. I do not want to make any changes on the TLOGs and other OMP routes. So in that case, I will select the default action as accept, save match action, and then save the control policy. Now we have created the topology. Now we will go ahead and create the policy. I'll click on add policy. We've already created the required lists. I'll click on next. In the configure topology and VPN membership option, I will import the topology that I've just created. Import. Click on next. Again, click on next. We'll give the policy name as route leaking. and I will call this policy in inbound direction to all of my sites so that all the VPN 1s and VPN 2 are merged with each other. On add save policy. Let's quickly preview this policy. So in this policy, we have given the name as route leaking. In sequence 1, we are matching all the routes from VPN 1 and exporting it to VPN 2. Action is accept. In sequence 11, we are matching all the routes from VPN 2 and exporting it to VPN 1 with action accept, and default action is also set to accept. Apart from that, we have the lists over here that we have created, all sites with 50, 60 and 70. We have VPN lists and these prefixes. So this prefix it will take by default because we have only mentioned it as VPN1. We have not specified any routes. So what it will do is it will call all the prefix list from VPN1 and export it to VPN2. And lastly, we have applied this policy in inbound direction to all the sites. Click on OK. Let's verify. We've already checked we do not have any running config policy on the vSmart one. If we go to vSmart 2 and if we do show IP route VPN1 pipe tab, we see only 172.16 subnet is present and my VPN2 subnet is 192.168. So there is no VPN2 subnet in my VPN1 routing table. I will verify my VPN2 routing table as well. So here as well, I only see 192.168 subnet. I do not have any VPN1 subnets in my VPN2 routing table. I will verify the same on Dubai router as well. Here as well, I do not see any VPN2 routes. Okay, in my VPN2 routing table, there is no VPN1 routes. Let's go to site Dubai 1 and check if I can ping any of the subnets from VPN2. My site Dubai 1 belongs to VPN 1. I'll try to ping 192.168.63.100. My 63.100 belongs to site Dubai 2. I'll check if I am able to ping it. I'm unable to ping it. I will check for 73.100 as well. And my 73.100 subnet belongs to VPN2 of site London. Okay. So I'm not able to ping. I'll do this checks from London site as well. Ping 192.168.73.100, which belongs to VPN2 of London branch. And I will ping 63.100, which belongs to VPN2 of Dubai branch. I see that VPN 1 and VPN 2 are completely isolated. So let's enable this policy and check the behavior. Okay, so the policy has been successfully pushed. Let's verify it on my vSmart. I see the control policy as route leaking. Match route from VPN 1, export to VPN 2. Match route from VPN 2, export to VPN 1. Default action is accept. Let's verify the routing table on my Dubai branch. I first verify my VPN 1 routing table. Now I see that my VPN 2 routes are also available in VPN 1. So these are the VPN 2 routes that belongs to my Dubai branch, and these are the VPN 2 routes that belongs to my London branch. And I can see that I'm directly able to reach to them via London branch, London router. So this is for VPN 1. I'll verify the same for VPN 2 as well. So in the VPN 2 as well, I can see my 172.16 subnet is present, meaning VPN 1 to VPN 2 route leaking has worked for my Dubai router, and they are reaching to each other directly via BFD sessions. Let's verify the same from London router as well. So if I do show IP routes VPN 1, so in VPN 1, I see 192.168 subnet that belongs to VPN 2. And to show IP route VPN 2 to check the routing table for my VPN 2 subnet. So in VPN 2 as well, I can see VPN 1 routes. I should also be able to get my VPN 2 routes on my HO India router, because we have applied it in inbound direction. Show IP routes for VPN 1 pipe tab. So now I see the VPN 2 subnets are present in VPN 1 on my HO India router as well. So if I do show IP route VPN 2, I will not get any output because we have not created any service VPN 2 on my HO India router. So the final check would be to check the connectivity. So from site Dubai 1, what I will do is I will ping my 63.100, which belongs to VPN 2 of my Dubai branch. I can see it is reachable. Let's check with 73.100 as well and do a quick trace on this IP. Okay, so I can see that it is being reachable internally. Let's verify it from the London router as well. I'll ping 73.100. I see it is reachable, and then I will check for 63.100, and this is also reachable. Let's do a quick trace for 63.100. Should go via Dubai router. So we see that it is first going to the London router, then to the Dubai, and then to the destination. So the VPN 1 to VPN 2 route linking for London and Dubai is working as expected. From HO India, let's try to ping 61 the subnets that belongs to VPN 2. We see that it is reachable, the VPN2 subnets. Let's check for 63.100 as well. We see that 63.100 is also reachable. If I do the trace for 63.100, it should go directly to the Dubai router and then to the destination. Similarly for 73.100. Okay, so we see that VPN 1 and VPN 2 has worked, the route leaking concept has worked as expected. So if I go and deactivate it and then check, these subnets should not be able to reach with each other. I deactivate this. So the policy has been deactivated. Now, if I go to Dubai, Dubai router and check VPN 1 routes, I will not see any VPN 2 routes. So the VPN 2 routes have been removed. I do not see any 192.168. Similarly for VPN 2, there is no 172.116 dot subnet over here. So this is all about route leaking. So the next use case that we are going to see is arbitrary or per VPN topology. So we have seen that the VPN 1 are maintaining a separate database. So now with per VPN topology, what we are trying to achieve is, so we with VPN 1 we want the topology to be full mesh. So with VPN 1 we want the topology to be hub and spoke, and for VPN 1 we want it, VPN 2 we want it to be full mesh. Meaning, if I want to reach any routes from Dubai to my London routes, the traffic should go from the hub and then to the destination. If any of these routes try to initiate a traffic with these routes, it will first go to the hub, then to the London, and then to the destination. But any users initiating traffic from VPN2 of my Dubai branch till VPN2 of my London branch, it should go directly from Dubai to London and not from the hub. So this is what we are trying to achieve with per VPN topology in this use case. So for that, let's create the list that I will be needing. So the first list that I will be needing is the VPN list. VPN list with VPN1. The second list that I will be needing is hub tlog, wherein I will create 99.99.99.50. I'll give the color and the encapsulation. Similarly, I will create another tlog because I have two connectivity, that will be biz internet and IPsec. The last prefix list that I will need is the site list, wherein I will create branch sites for 60 and 70. So these are the lists that I will be needing. So let's go ahead and create the required lists. And go to configuration, policies, custom option, lists. What I see is I should be having all of these lists already present because we have did used cases, but let's verify it once again. Starting with the VPN, I already have VPN1 list. If I go to tlog, I already have hub tlog for MPLS as well as for biz internet. And the last thing that we need is site lists. If I go to site, I see that I have site branches and I've called 60 and 70 site ID in it. So as of now, I have all the lists that is required. So what we will do is we'll go ahead and create the topology. For the topology, I'll go to configuration, policies, custom option, topology. And in the topology, I will create custom control topology. I'll give the name as per VPN topology. In the sequence type, I'll call route sequence rule. In the first sequence rule, I will call VPN1. Okay, in the VPN list, I will call my VPN1. In the actions tab, I'll click on accept and I'll call tlog of hub tlog. So by this sequence, what I am telling is by this sequence, I'm telling any VPN1 list should prefer hub tlog. I will be applying this policy to my Dubai and my London router. So if my routes from VPN from Dubai wants to reach to London in VPN 1, it will prefer hub TLOC. I'll click on save action. That's it. That is all what I want. Apart from that, I will go to default action, and my default action would be set to accept because I do not want to change any behavior of other OMP routes and the TLOC routes. So I'll click on save match actions, save control policy. I'll go to configuration policies, click on add policy. We've already created the list. In the topology tab, I will import the existing topology, the one that I have created for VPN topology. Import. Click on next. I'll give the name as per VPN topology. Description will also be the same. And I will call this topology in the outbound direction to my branch routers. So this policy will be applied to Dubai and my London router. Click on add, save policy. Let's preview this policy. This is my per VPN topology preview. So in sequence 1, we are matching routes from VPN 1 and telling it to go via hub TLOC. And default action is accept. And this policy is applied to my side branches in outbound direction. I'll click on OK. For proceeding, let's verify if there is any policy that is running. There's no policy. And let's check on the Dubai and London router. Show OMP routes for VPN 1 pipe tab. So from my Dubai router, if I want to reach London router, I am preferring a direct path to my London router. And I see that this route is also installed in my routing table. And the path that I'm preferring is Biz Internet and MPLS. Similarly, for 71 network, these two routes are installed in my routing table, and that is also directly from the London TLOC, and it is preferring MPLS and internet. So for my third subnets, I can see these two routes are installed in the routing table, and the TLOC IP is my London TLOC, one with MPLS and the other one with Biz Internet. Similarly for 73.100, these two routes are installed. First one is from the London TLOC via Biz Internet and MPLS. So this is the current behavior. Let's quickly check the routing table for VPN 1 as well. Okay, so I see that all my VPN routes are preferring direct path. All my VPN 1 routes are preferring direct path. Let's check for VPN 2 routes as well. Show IP route VPN to pipe tab. So if I see my VPN2 routes, they are also preferring direct path. So once I apply the policy, only my VPN1 routes should be affected and they should go from the hub, and the VPN2 routes should not be affected. Okay, let's verify it on the London router as well. So from London, if I want to reach 60 subnet, okay, it is preferring direct path via Dubai TLOC. Two routes are installed, one via MPLS and internet, and same is the case for the 61, 62 and 63 subnet. Let's check the routing table. So in the routing table as well, it is preferring direct path, one via MPLS and one via biz internet. Let's check for show IP routes VPN2 as well. My VPN2 routes are also preferring the direct path, and this should not be affected even after activating the policy. I'll do a trace from my Dubai router, site Dubai 172.16.73.100. It should take the direct path from Dubai to London. Okay, so we see that it is preferring the direct path. We'll do the trace from London router as well. 63.100, which belongs to site Dubai 1, VPN 1. So we see that even this route is preferring the direct path. So let's activate the policy and verify the output. So this is my per VPN topology. I will activate it. So the policy has been pushed successfully. See, the status is true. Let's verify it on vSmart. Okay, we see per VPN topology has been pushed to vSmart. And in sequence 1, we are matching routes from VPN 1 and setting the TLOC action to hub TLOC. And the default action is accept. Let's verify it on Dubai router first. So if I do show OMP routes in VPN 1, I see that the next hop TLOC for 70.subnet is set to my hub TLOC, and it is preferring two paths, one via MPLS and other one with internet. And I see that it is also installed in the routing table. Similarly, for 71.100, I see two routes are installed in the routing table, and both of them have the next hop TLOC to the hub router, one with MPLS and biz internet. Similarly, for 72.100 and 73.100, there are two routes. Both of them have the next hop TLOC to the hub router, one with MPLS and other one with internet. Let's check the routing table. Okay, so in the routing table as well, we see the next hop TLOC is 99.99.99.50, which is my hub TLOC, and the color is MPLS and biz internet. Let's check for VPN2 routes. They should have full mesh topology. They should not go via hub router, and they should have direct path till the London route. So if we see 192.168.70.0, we see that it is preferring the direct path from 99.70, and it is also installed in the routing table. Similarly, for 71.100, two routes are installed. Both have the next hop TLOC to London router. This means my VPN2 is having full mesh topology. Let's verify for the London router as well. To show IP route VPN1 pipe tab, I see the routes installed, but the TLOC IP is set to hub TLOC. And if I do show IP routes for VPN2, they are going directly from the Dubai TLOC. Let's do a trace from Dubai router for VPN1. has reached the Dubai router. It is then going to the hub router, then to the London router, and finally to the destination. Let's check it from site London 1 as well. It has reached London router, then to the hub router, the next is Dubai router, and then to the destination. Let's trace from VPN to router as well. We will trace 192.168.73.100. This IP belongs to my site London 2, which is in VPN 2. I'm tracing it from site Dubai 2. So they should have a direct path and should not go via hub router. So 60.1 is my Dubai, 70.1 is the London, and then to the destination. So with this policy as well, we have verified the VPN 1 is working as hub and spoke, and VPN 2 is working as full mesh. So this is all about per VPN topology.